Oh, what's up, YouTube, tubes? My bad. What's good with it, man? I missed Saturday. Why my jacket is like zip? Okay, hold on. All right, I missed Saturday and I missed Sunday, and I missed you guys. I'm sorry. I was supposed to do a reaction on Saturday. I was supposed to do a gameplay yesterday. I was supposed to do a gameplay today. I got y'all, bro. Low key, I've been trying to play more scary games. That's why I low key might just do some more scary games this week because there's a lot, bro. There's a lot of demos. There's a lot of games to buy. There's a lot to choose from. So it might be just scary games this week. Sorry about Saturday. We're here now. This story is crazy as a B word, man. We got mom let husband impregnate her 11-year-old daughter. Why would the mother do that? This video is how long? This video is 22 minutes. So let's get it started, man. Mom let her husband impregnate the daughter. Why?
Hands down, one of the most...
Okay, let me get the sound going on. Make sure this is good. All right, let's start it.
This is hands down one of the most disturbing cases we have ever covered on this show. The story of an 11-year-old girl who gave birth inside this home without running water or medical care, sexually abused by her stepfather. Now that girl may have been kept out of sight, but we have another verdict in this case involving the girl's mom. Here's video of her in court per KJRH Television.
Hold on, y'all. I just had to make sure my keyboard working.
Involving the girl's mom. Here's video of her in court per KJRH Television. Prosecutors alleged that the mom knew about the horror that was happening inside her home, and now we know what her punishment may be in this chilling case. We're on the case, presented by Law and Crime. I'm Chris Stewart.
Let's go with it, Chris. My bad, y'all.
How can something like this happen? That is a question that can be asked at every single layer of this case. How does a girl be kept out of sight of doctors and others who could have stepped in for so long? How does an 11-year-old give birth without medical care nearby? And how could her stepdad do something as horrific as he did in this case? And how could her mom do nothing? We will never probably get adequate answers to those questions, but we did learn what justice may look like for Sherry Walker, the mom of the 11-year-old girl who gave birth after being sexually abused by her husband, Dustin Walker. Dustin entered a blind plea last month to the charges he faced. Here's video of him making a court appearance per KJRH Television in Tulsa. Now, before I go any further, again, I want to warn you, this is an incredibly disturbing story. Dustin, the man in his mid-30s, the stepfather, is the biological father of the 11-year-old's baby.
Wait, okay. I'm hearing stepfather and then I'm hearing biological father. I did want to take a rip at my cart too, so let me just go back and hear that really quick. Don't mind me hitting the cart, y'all. Don't mind me.
30s, the stepfather is the biological story. Dustin, the man in his mid-30s, the stepfather, is the biological father of the 11-year-old.
The stepfather is the biological father of the 11-year-old. I don't get it.
Baby. He pleaded guilty to felony sexual abuse of a child under the age of 12 and 6 felony counts of child neglect. We'll talk more about his sentence in a moment, and we'll talk more about the trial that played out for Sherry. She did try to appeal to a jury that she was innocent, and she was charged with enabling child abuse and 6 counts of child neglect. Now, before I get into her trial that just wrapped up, I want to get you back up to speed on how this story came to light. So we need to go back to August 16th of 2025 inside this home in Muskogee, Oklahoma, rural part of Oklahoma. We're talking about an hour's drive from Tulsa. According to KWTW, who spoke to the DA who prosecuted this case, an 11-year-old girl gave birth to a full-term baby inside that house.
My bad, the car. Hold on. I got a fresh water bottle back here. Hold on. Hold on, bro. That's insane, man. So the 11-year-old went through with the pregnancy. That water's great. How do y'all feel about that, bro? How did the 11... Okay. if I had an 11-year-old daughter, first of all, she wouldn't be pregnant. um, bro, the cart. If my 11-year-old daughter was pregnant, the baby would not be happening. Sorry. I feel like as an 11-year-old, I have the right to say that. She is not an adult. If my 11-year-old daughter ever did get pregnant, it probably would be because of a person doing that to her. It wouldn't have been under her control. You know what I'm saying? And then I would probably went to jail because, yeah, so that would never happen. Let me not even speak of that in existence. But I'm just saying, the fact that she had the baby is crazy. So that means the parents definitely were onto it. But the mom, too, like, I don't get this story. Let me go back a few seconds. Hold on.
11-year-old girl gave birth to a full-term baby inside that house. Authorities say the 11-year-old hadn't seen a doctor in more than a year. She had to go through an entire pregnancy out of the sight of medical professionals. She also wasn't enrolled in school, so teachers weren't able to step in either. When law enforcement...
Wow, bro. Wow. She wasn't enrolled in school. And, what was it? She didn't go to the hospital for a whole year. So the whole pregnancy, guys, she did not go to the hospital, not for a checkup, not to see if it was a boy or a girl, not to see how she was doing, none of that. No health issues, nothing. She was just having a baby. Wow, bro.
What happened, and they were trying to piece together how it could happen. They talked to the girl's parent.
Is that the 11-year-old with her baby? I'm so confused.
So you have the girl's mom, Sherry Walker, and then you have her stepdad, Dustin Walker. Now, initially, the Walkers
So that's her stepdad. That's not even her real dad. This is her stepdad, bro.
reportedly shocked that the girl gave birth, and they claimed they had no idea that the 11-year-old girl was pregnant. Now, the DA told local media,
Y'all had no... Come on, bro. What am I watching? Let me go back a few seconds. Y'all had no idea the baby was pregnant. No idea. Come on, bro.
acted reportedly shocked that the girl gave birth, and they claimed they had no idea that the 11-year-old girl was pregnant. Now, the DA told local media that story didn't hold up. She described the girl as petite, and you think of this girl giving birth to a full-term baby. It was obvious in the most horrific of ways that this girl was pregnant, according to law enforcement. And you have Dustin Walker, who was 34 years old at the time of his arrest. Sherry Walker was 33 years old. Now, we found the Facebook pages for the Walkers. We found pictures showing them holding young children, neighbors telling local media in Tulsa that there were 6 children who lived in the house, along with multiple dogs and cats. And the conditions that have been described are horrific. Neighbors claim that the house with all of those people did not have running water for as long as 3 years, leading up to the uncovering.
What the fuck? They didn't have water for 3 years?
Of this, frankly, house of horror. Now, here is how the investigation went down to our understanding. Police have this 11-year-old girl who was given birth. You have a baby. And then you have the horrible conditions inside this house. And you have the Walkers who are claiming they don't know how any of this could happen. Now, at first, Dustin and Sherry were charged with 6 counts of neglect, 1 for each child who was living in the home. Now, the baby was then tested for DNA, and that is when this sad and sick case took a major step forward, because that DNA showed, reportedly with 99% certainty, that Dustin Walker was the father. A charge of sexual abuse of a child under the age of 12 was added to his case. Now, Sherry Walker was charged with enabling sexual abuse. Hold
on. Wait. So did they say, I'm kind of lost.
Because that DNA showed, reportedly with 99% certainty, that Dustin Walker was the
99% certainty? I didn't even hear that. Wow, bro. And then they're saying that she was enabling it. Wow.
father. A charge of sexual abuse of a child under the age of 12 was added to his case. Now, Sherry Walker was charged with enabling sexual abuse. Sherry did not.
Under the age of 12, bro? Why are we saying, bro, 12? Bro, under the age of fucking 18, nigga, what are you talking about, bro? 20. Like, why are we saying 12, bro? 12 isn't even the age you can do that. What are you talking about?
This case. Now, Sherry Walker was charged with enabling sexual abuse. Sherry did not appear to have a criminal record prior to this case, but Dustin did. We found 2 cases that involved Dustin Walker, one from 2020, where he was charged with firing a gun inside his home. That case appears to have ended in a fine, but records show that case then was sent to collections. Then in 2023, he was charged with domestic assault and battery in the presence of a minor. That case was dismissed. Clearly, the health and safety of the 11-year-old victim, the baby, and the other children who are living with the Walkers is incredibly important to focus on. In the wake of the Walkers' arrest, the district attorney said that the 11-year-old victim was traumatized, and I'm sure that's an understatement. This girl had given birth inside a home, reportedly without running water and without medical care. Now, not to mention that this girl had not seen a doctor in more than a year. She also wasn't in school. You think of those as places where there could have been adults that could have intervened and helped. Instead, this girl was allegedly kept out of sight. Now, one of the people...
That is just so crazy, y'all. So, like, man, this girl had no water. Parents that didn't give no fucks about her. A stepdad at that. Well, you got to go with the dad first. A dad that wasn't there, that left. Then you got the stepdad fucking on her. Oh my gosh, bro. She's 11 years old, bro. No running water, no school. So she don't got no friends. She don't got no teacher she know. No friends, none of that. She probably don't got no phone. She just pregnant. Feeling all this. She don't know what she feeling. She a kid at that. Y'all gotta remember she a kid. She not even a teenager. She's 11 years old. This girl's 11 years old. There's no running water in the house. No one's taking a shower? And then you're fucking on your girl's kid? This ain't even his kid. She's 11 years old. You're the stepdad, nigga. What are you doing? And then the justice system is low-key crazy because they're talking about he got charged for messing with a girl under 12. What do you mean under 12? Why are we saying under 12? Who cares if it's 12, 13, 14, 15, nigga? It's all bad. Like, what? It's all bad, bro. It's all horrible, nigga. You should not be cracking no kid, nigga. Like, what are we talking about, bro? These crime videos, bro. They just be pissing me off. And these are real stories, y'all. These are really happening in the world. Please, hide your kids. Hide your wives, my nigga.
Accused of aiding the abuse and the horrific situation, not just Sherry Walker, Sherry Walker's mom. This is the victim's grandmother, and this is
That's the motherfucking mother. I don't mean to be rude. I'm sorry. I don't mean to be rude, but she looks fucking retarded.
Walker.
I'm sorry. Let me not use
Walker's
retarded.
mom.
My girl said don't use that word. I'm not using that word. She looks dumb as fuck. Look at the mother, y'all. This is what we got raising. This is the girl we got raising the kid. I don't care what I call her. I don't care. Y'all can cancel me for it. I don't care what I call her, bro. She's dumb, bro. She is retarded, nigga. Like, what? She is, bro. Like, what is this? Why you're allowing this? You know what I'm saying? You're part of the reason. You are the reason. I don't care. Forget that whole family, bro.
This is the victim's grandmother, and this is the newborn's great-grandmother, biologically. And the name of that woman is Michelle Justice. So on the day this story came to light, you had a reporter with KJRH Television, and she's investigating this case after the arrests were made, and she's in the neighborhood where it happened trying to gather information for a story. She reported that a woman was taking videos of her from across the street. So she went and approached that woman on her way out of the neighborhood, and this is what the woman told her.
We didn't know this was happening. None of us.
How do you think your granddaughter got pregnant?
We didn't know this was happening. None of us. The fuck, bro?
She keeps telling us that it was the little 12-year-old.
The woman you saw speaking there was Michelle Justice. And here is her mugshot. And according to law enforcement, what you just heard her say to that reporter was a complete lie. Justice was arrested and charged with 6 counts of child neglect. It is believed a total of 6 children lived in that house, including the 11-year-old who ended up giving birth.
6 children living in that house, y'all. 6 innocent souls, man. 6 innocent souls living in that crib, bro.
Also lived in the house where the child gave birth. In fact, she was accused of allegedly witnessing the birth. Michelle Justice.
Oh my God! What? Hold on. Go back a few. What?
It is believed a total of 6 children lived in that house, including the 11-year-old who ended up giving birth. She reportedly also lived in the house where the child gave birth. In fact,
so they saying the grandma lived in the house and then witnessed the birth. The grandma lived in the crib and witnessed it. And she over here talking about, I don't know, we all didn't know what happened.
She was accused of allegedly witnessing the birth. Michelle Justice is slated to go on trial July 23rd. Dustin Walker, he was the first one to receive a sentence. He entered a blind plea to the charges that he faced last month. So no plea deal in place for this. He was just entering guilty pleas to all the charges and then putting his future on the court. He was sentenced to life in prison. As for Dustin's wife, Sherry.
W justice system. That's what the fuck I'm talking about. Lock that nigga up, throw the way a key, burn it. Like put it in a melting thing, in a little cast in metal, burn it, bro. I don't know. Get that and burn him, bro.
The jury just found her guilty on all the charges she faced. This is video of her entering the courtroom per KJRH television. According to court records, her trial lasted a week and the docket shows several first responders testifying. Testimony ended on the 17th, and that same day, the jury returned a verdict. Jurors recommended that Sherry serve the rest of her life in prison on each of the 6 counts that she was found guilty of. A pre-sentencing investigation will be conducted, and she is going to receive her sentence at a later date. Join us now to talk more about this case is criminal defense attorney Eric Faddis. Thanks for taking the time to be with us. Just a brutal, brutal case for so many reasons each time we talk about it. I think of Sherry Walker, and she was faced with these neglect charges, but also enabling the alleged sexual abuse that led to this 11-year-old giving birth. How much, and there weren't cameras allowed in the courtroom, so it's hard to say, but just when you look at this case, I think of the fact that you had an 11-year-old girl who was full-term pregnant. The way the DA described the girl was petite, so it was obvious to a lot of people that this was not, that this was a girl who was actually pregnant, and yet Sherry Walker in the beginning said she had no idea how it happened. Like, just that fact itself, how might that have played into how quickly a jury decided that she was guilty of these charges?
Gosh, I think one thing that this case hinged on, Chris, is the duty that the law imposes upon people who are charged with caring for children. A parent, that child is your responsibility. Their safety is your responsibility. You have to have an awareness as to what's going on with that child. And heavens, if you see,
Yeah, you have to have an awareness. Yeah, like no. Like, I don't even know if we finna watch the rest of this, man. That's it, bro. For real, man. That's the story. I mean, what the hell? I mean, that's... Justice system was served, though. Dude got life. Girl got life. The kid... Oh, my gosh. I can't even believe, like... And then the grandma was in on it, bro. I just can't believe this whole family. This whole family. That's gonna be the title of the video, man. Whole family ass. The whole family. This the worst family in America. Like, that's insane, bro. Wow, man. It's like 11 years old, though, y'all. 11 years old. And then no running water. No medical assistance. And then you're just watching your whole family just be okay with it. Your stepdad, mind you, not even your real blood dad, just... Oh my gosh, y'all. Man, is there even anything else in this video? I mean, he's just they're talking.
As the mom, could have gone forward. And you look at Dustin Walker, who's the stepdad. DNA proved that he was the father of this child, which is just horrible. He is going to serve the rest of his life in prison. The recommendation from the jury, and I know every state is different, but this Oklahoma jury, the recommendation is for Sherry Walker to spend the rest of her life in prison. Typically in this process where there's a pre-sentencing investigation that's done, now that the
in terms of what happened, she wasn't the one who got her daughter pregnant, obviously, but what actions or inactions
they're talking about like why is she to blame? Why does she get time too? I mean, yeah, they all watched it and let it fucking happen. Y'all are weird, bro. This whole case, bro. This whole case, video over. There's no point in even watching the rest, y'all. Video over. I might do another reaction. I should do two, huh? This one was kind of short. I don't even want to watch the rest of this one, man. This one's sick, bro. This one is overly sick. I might drop another one today. We'll see. This one's sick, man. I love y'all. Turn on the post bell so you get notified every time I post. Subscribe, comment, like, share with your cousins and brothers and sisters and shit. All that. This story crazy. Show everybody this story, man. This is wild, bro. This is definitely the wildest we've heard so far. I'm gonna try to find some more wild ones. This one crazy, bro. I ain't gonna lie. This one, I can't even finish it. Like, there's no point of even finishing. This video's over. They got life, though. The people got life that needed to get life. They got life. The girl and the kid. I wonder where the kid is at. The kid that, the 11-year-old. 11-year-old that, and then the baby. Like, I wonder. But then there was pictures of the, I don't even. Man, this family, man. Twisted family, y'all. Love y'all, bro.